Hi there, it's been absolute ages since I've done a video, and got a bit of free time today. Thought I'd do a quick look at the vintage Seikos in my collection. You might have seen some of them before in previous videos, but I've kind of brought them all together. And it's just a very quick look. Hope you enjoyed just having a quick look, and I'm not going to go into too many details on specs, etc. I haven't done any prep, which is quite normal for me, as you can probably tell from most of my videos. But I just thought I'd bring them all together and we could have a quick look. This is the 6105, quite famous at the moment because Seiko have done a reissue which they launched at Basel. This is just a fantastic watch. It's pretty iconic. Everybody knows about it being in Apocalypse Now. Martin Sheen wore this, and what they call an asymmetrical case. As you can see, it curves out here. Absolutely smashing. This is all original, this one. So it's original case, bezel, dial. You can see, actually, you can probably just see they had a problem with the loom on these. I think there was some kind of salt content to it, so if it did get any moisture at all, it went slightly black. But it's not too bad. There are some which are in much poorer condition and some of which are much better condition as well. But this is all original. Really love this. It's been completely serviced. Saying it's all original, the crystal was replaced with one of the Klein watches crystals. So this is running great. Never get rid of this, I don't think. And also, if you've got one of these, it's quite with the new release out. You can still get these for around about £1,000 for a pretty decent condition one, as opposed to the re-release, which is around 4,000. Obviously, a more superior watch, technically, the release, but I still like these originals. Absolutely lovely. Like I said, I've actually I've covered this watch quite a few times actually in previous videos, but I couldn't leave it out. Next one, let me have a look. This is one that I picked up from eBay about 3 or 4 years ago for a relative. I think it was under £100. You can see the case has been polished. I'm not 100% sure on the dial, but it functions fine. The pusher there, you'll see that it's had a replacement pusher, so one of these isn't original. But it runs fine and it looks great. And for something under £100, you can't really complain. So if you can just have a look, it's 61396012. So I guess with that date there, that would be September for the 9th, and 7, I guess that would be 77 rather than 67. You kind of have to guess what decade that would be. But that's a lovely watch. I've actually not worn that for ages. I had that tucked away, just dragged it out for the video. Moving on, another one which I got extremely, I think this was like £50 or something ridiculous off a market stall in London. It looks very much like a Seiko 5. I haven't got the 5 on the dial, but I think it's gorgeous. The case is gorgeous. The shape of it, it's oyster-esque. At the dial, you've got this gold-coloured applied markers. I think it looks fantastic. And that's why I love these Seikos. You can get a fantastic looking watch, vintage Seiko, for very, relatively little money. Another thing I've noticed is I've got some vintage Swiss pieces, and I don't know if it's me imagining this, but to me, the older Seikos always seem in better condition than the older Swiss watches. I don't know, that's my imagination. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe you could leave something in the comments, but there seems to be far nicer condition vintage Seikos than there are good condition vintage Swiss watches. So having a look on the back on this one again. Okay, so that's 7002 8000, and it's got a 1-1, so that's January. I guess this is 71, not 61, or maybe 81. I'm not sure, but absolutely love that one. Moving on, I think you've seen this one before quite a few times. This is a Lord Marble high beat. 36,000 beats. There's quite a few of these around for sale actually, but the distinguishing feature of this one is the condition. It's absolutely fabulous condition. 57408,000. Some of these, they have markings on the dial where water's got in, but this is absolutely fantastic condition. And you see on this strap as well, it really sets it off. I'm a bit of a sucker for light dial dress watches, and this is a great one. But I think, as I said, I think I've probably shown you that one before. Lovely looking thing, smashing. Okay, moving on. This one's a friend of mine actually, I think, found this in a charity shop. There's got a bit of a, in the plexiglass, has got a bit of a crack there, but this has got a beautiful blue dial. I don't know if you can see that in the light at the moment, but it's like a dark blue. Fantastic. Very simple watch, but really classy looking. Again, I think this was like in the tens of pounds. Not 100% sure, but it was well under £100. Maybe about 45, 50, something like that. So that's a 7005 7090. Looks pretty. The green looks quite good with the blue dial there. And you can see that it isn't Sunday today, but there's the red Seiko Sunday. That's a great, and it's a lovely case shape as well. Okay, moving on. This one I actually got from Etsy rather than an eBay buy. This is a Seiko Seahorse. I think it's their equivalent at the time of an Omega Seamaster. But this is a beautiful watch. I wear this quite a lot actually. If you just look at it, just look at the profile, and it's got the Seahorse motor on the back, the logo on the back. 76258030. I think this is 60s or 70s, but it's a fantastic looking, really good condition, really good condition. It's not hand wound, it's you need to shake it to start. And you see the Seahorse logo there. I'll just move the hand out of the way. Smashing. Really lovely looking watch, that. And I think this was something like £120. Some people might think, well, that's too much, but I don't know. If you pay a little bit more for something in this good a condition, I think that's worthwhile. And then the next two are in fabulous condition. This one here, this is a Sportsmatic, Seiko Sportsmatic, and this is on the original Beads of Rice bracelet. I got this from a dealer in the States, and I was absolutely stunned at how good a quality this is. I mean, look at that dial, and then look at the sharpness of the case. It's phenomenal. As I said, I'm pretty sure this is the original bracelet, Beads of Rice bracelet. It suits it perfectly. And absolutely fabulous. I think this is about 36 or about 37. Let's just try it on the wrist. So it's a pretty good size. So look how sharp that case is. And it's actually got a bit of the, I'll have a look, but I think it's still got a bit of the blue original sticker on the back. I tried to get the history of it, and the seller said that he got it from somebody that got it from a jeweller's or a thrifty store that had closed down. To me, it doesn't look, when I first got it, it didn't look like it had been used at all. And you see a bit of that blue remnants of the case back sticker there. So yeah, this is a real beauty, this one. And then moving on to the last one, and this is actually a first for me because I got this from a pretty famous Instagrammer who's got many mint Seikos from the 60s and 70s, and this actually came in its original box. I haven't got that to hand at the moment, otherwise I'd have shown you. It came with its original box and also its hang tag as well, or price tag. Okay, and this is a week data, but you can see absolutely beautiful condition. Give it a bit of a polish. Get it a bit closer, and a red Seiko Sunday there as well. Very sharp. I'm pretty sure it's the original bracelet. It doesn't have Seiko on it, but I've looked these up and not all of them did. And the bracelet fits so well, and it came with the original box. I'm pretty sure this is the bracelet was with it when it was produced. And I think it's about 37. This one again, so that's a pretty good size really for a vintage piece. And this is 60s, I think mid to late 60s this. And that's it. Just wanted to very quickly run through those. Sorry I didn't have all the specs and all the measurements, but I just thought it'd be good. Hope you enjoyed having a look at these. And as I said, I'm just a real big fan of vintage Seiko. As I said, I always find that you can get really good condition, and you know, not a silly price that you might do with its Swiss counterpart. I really enjoy wearing these. Thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, please leave them below, and the thumbs up would be good as well. See you next time.